Hello again. In this video, I have the new Apple MagSafe Battery Pack to show and test. I will be using it and testing it on my iPhone 12 mini. Testing it with and without a case, testing it on a MagSafe case, testing it on a third-party case, testing how well it stays on the phone with and without a case, testing the reverse charging, testing it as a charging pad with another iPhone. Talk about charging it with the 5 watt, 20 watt, and 96 watt power adapters. And my main feature for this video, testing to see what happens when I leave the battery pack with 100% charged on the phone running the pack battery almost to 0%. And showing the stats I put together as well, and a lot more. Let's start. Here's a very quick unboxing. It's indeed compact. Apple says it provides safe and reliable wireless charging and seamless integrations with iOS. Before anything, Apple recommends that you fully charge the battery pack first using a 20 watt or higher power adapter, and that using an adapter that isn't 20 watt or higher will result in a slower charge. Here I have 3 power adapters that can be used. The 5 watt, the 20 watt, which I highly recommend, that came with your iPad. I also have the 96 watt power adapter that came with my MacBook Pro. Of course, you could purchase any of these separately. You could use a third-party adapter as well. With the 20 watt or higher power adapter, you will need a USB-C to Lightning cable. Yes, I know. USB-C-N to the power adapter and the Lightning N to the power pack. Now, the power adapter into an outlet. The amber light means not fully charged and will only go on a short bit. The light will go out, it will start to get a little warm. If you charge the battery pack by itself, you'll have to estimate the charge time about an hour and a half or so for a full charge, from my experience. The green light, which means completely charged. The amber light or the green light only goes on a short bit when you initiate something like plugging and unplugging or snapping and unsnapping, whether it's plugged in or not. With MagSafe leather or silicone case, you will likely get imprints from the compression over time, and according to Apple, it's normal. And here with a third-party case. The battery pack will stay put with a MagSafe case, but not quite with this case. Then without a case, I'm sure there are many third-party MagSafe cases out there that would stick nicely. For the very first time you snap the battery pack to the iPhone, you'll see this. To explain this, you could charge the battery pack to get both the pack and the iPhone to 100%. But after you unplug it and carry on and use the phone, the iPhone battery will be used first until about 90%. And then the battery pack will take over until it reaches 0% mostly. And the typical usage will be like this graph. I took screenshots of both percentages of the iPhone and the battery pack. Then I compiled the data in a spreadsheet and graph. You could see from the table, I started at 7:42 p.m. day 1 and stopped at 5:21 p.m. day 2. you could see the iPhone stayed around 90% for a long while before decreasing. Seems like a safety feature built into the battery pack to help reduce battery aging in the iPhone. Actively using the phone, the battery pack will decrease. When not using the phone, the battery pack will stay mostly constant. Active using the phone, not using the phone, or bedtime interval. Using the phone, not using the phone again. I tried pushing it by using some graphic intense games and apps and even AR apps to see if it would drop below 11%. It took a bit. The iPhone battery would drop rapidly from there. The pack would drop to 9% and stay there a bit, then to 8%. In most cases, if you don't intently use the phone, still at 90% for the phone, eventually the battery pack should drop to 0% first. Then it would switch to using the phone battery until it runs out, like without the battery pack. Here, let's test the reverse charging. So why reverse charging? If you plug the lightning cable into the iPhone charging the iPhone, it will do a reverse charge, charging the battery pack from the iPhone. In other words, charging the iPhone directly, it will also charge the battery pack at the same time. For example, when syncing or connecting your iPhone to a MacBook or to your car system, old tech say without Bluetooth, to listen to music, yes, you plug it in while charging your phone and the battery pack at the same time. Or the battery pack is charging your phone while the phone is plugged in to do whatever. Hope that makes sense. You can also use it as a charging pad with or without the cable. Here's my mom's iPhone 10. With some other battery packs, you may have to remember to press an on button to trigger the charging. Here, similar to this charging pad, I have found myself forgetting to hit this button a couple of times when I need to use it. While this Apple battery pack, you don't. Just snap it to the back and it will automatically start charging with recording interference. I have already mentioned several advantages with this Apple MagSafe Battery Pack, but I'd like to end this video with more reasons why I chose this battery pack over a third-party one. Now, some of you may know that this iPhone 12 mini internal battery sucks, and that is one reason why I opt for this Apple battery pack. The size, the compactness, the help to top off the internal battery are other reasons why I chose this. And the Apple integrations. It recognizes the battery pack, you see the animations, and the charging icon status. Putting all in my pocket is still convenient. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Do come back.